Thanks for tuning in. How y'all doing today? Hope you're having a nice day in your neck of the woods. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, wherever you are in this world. How's everybody doing? Trying to get my pan ready so I can make some breakfast. I haven't decided what I'm going to cook. Maybe potatoes, maybe eggs. I'm not sure if I got any bacon left. I'm going to look. What are y'all having for breakfast? Anybody? What are y'all having for breakfast today? How you doing today? Welcome in. What are you doing today in your neck of the woods? Waffles? That's a good idea. I don't have any. That's why I got that buy me a coffee link on my thing. If y'all like my television program, you can send some money and I'll buy waffles to cook. Otherwise, I gotta cook what I got. Not a lot, but I got something to cook. Hopefully you can make yourself some waffles. Or whatever you want to eat. But as far as my cooking show, I'm a little bit limited right now. That's why I have a donation link on my YouTube channel. If I need to make money to pay my bills and go on travels and food reviews and airline reviews. But I got to start out with my cooking show. I'm just trying to do my dishes because I didn't do them last night. I was a little lazy. Just a little lazy. Where are you from? I'm from Texas. And I have Mexican residency, but I'm not Mexican. And I'm not living in Mexico right now. I'm in Houston, Texas. Where are you from? USA. That's right, USA. That's where I'm from and that's where I live, but I did live in Mexico City. I'm not there now. But I wouldn't mind going back to the weather. Very nice city. If you speak fluent Spanish like I do. I wouldn't move to Mexico if you're not fluent Spanish because you're really going to need it. I'm not just talking about intermediate. I'm talking about I have a degree in Spanish and I lived over there. I would suggest if you want to move to Mexico, you might want to learn fluent Spanish. It may come in handy. And don't complain about prices in a resort town. Just keep your mouth shut. I would suggest. Especially if you're not Mexican. Although I'm sure they don't complain anyway. If I don't do what not to do. Anyway. How many viewers do I have right now? One. Hello, viewer.
you doing?
How's it going today?
It's going.
Yeah.
What about you? How's your morning so far?
So far,
In the
so
motel
good.
life?
I cranked up my YouTube channel for the all-day broadcast.
Okay, and what's happening on it?
Well, not much. I didn't wash my dishes last night, so I had to wash the dishes. And I've got 2 viewers.
Okay. So live streaming with 2 whole viewers. So what kind of vibe are you giving them this morning?
Well, we're gonna do the Grindle Junior High stories for the clients.
Okay, nice.
You remember about the Grindle Junior High?
Let me check. Grindle Junior High, your ongoing classroom comedy universe, right?
Yes.
So for today's stream, how about you pitch it as welcome back to Grindle Junior High, where attendance is about to start, but nothing goes as planned. You could introduce Chef Pooh, maybe wrestling with a recipe.
Well, it's President Chef Poop is consulting with the chalkboard, and the chalkboard is trying to tell President Chef Poop what to cook today. But the chalk and the eraser have erased the message. So they of what President Chef Poop should cook. So he's a bit confused.
Right. Okay. So President Chef Pooh, confused, the chalkboard's instructions wiped away. Maybe he holds an emergency menu meeting. What kind of absurd dishes usually show up in your Grendel universe?
Unusual dishes. Because Chef Poop is a chef. President Chef Poop.
Maybe the chalkboard once told him to cook something ridiculous like an 8-hour onion. And maybe today's mystery dish could be sizzling mystery rice.
How about garlic goulash?
Garlic goulash. Okay.
No, garlic.
Maybe
Garlic
the chalkboard
goulash.
tried
No, it's
to
garlic.
erase
Garlic goulash. You know, one of the characters.
garlic.
Garlic, Gula, Grindle, and Gertie. So it's garlic goulash.
Garlic goulash. So refresh my memory.
About what?
About garlic goulash. I'm not sure I'm remembering that.
Well, I just made it up.
Oh.
Because remember, Garla is one of the 4 participants in the classroom. So now on today's menu, we'll be having Garla goulash.
Garlic goulash.
Garla goulash. Garla goulash.
Okay, so garlic goulash.
Garla, not garlic.
Ooh.
I said Garla goulash, not garlic.
I'm with you now.
Good.
I'm with you now. So President Chef Pig announces today's special is garlic goulash. The class goes silent. Garlic raises an eyebrow. What happens next?
I don't know. You're the storyteller, not me.
Okay, so the chalkboard suddenly spits out a hard-to-erase recipe. Step 1, boil garlic for 3 hours. The students groan, but Chef Pooh salutes the board. Yes, sir. Do we lean into the surreal comedy? Do we have it go into a meltdown? What are you thinking?
Well, every class is a meltdown.
Right. Okay, so every class is a meltdown. So President Chef Poop tries to calm the chaos by announcing garlic goulash will fix everything. But the chalk eraser keeps deleting the instructions. Maybe the meltdown is the point. And then Chef Poop declares, we must improvise. Grabs a random bag of frozen blueberries, and the class erupts in chaos. That's your episode, Will. How do you want it to end?
Well, you're the storyteller, and it needs to be a much longer story. Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Much longer.
Well, much longer. Picture this. The bell rings. President Chef Poop enters. Today's lunch will be garlic goulash. The chalkboard recipe is missing. The chalk eraser looks suspicious. When asked, the chalk eraser says, look, I just do my job. Chaos explodes. You erased lunch! You erased history! President Chef Poop and the wooden spoon. Order! We must reconstruct the recipe from memory. The chalkboard remembers one line. And something crunchy. Martin's rock. Potato chips. Crackers. Roasted noodles. Then some messed up banging puts like drums. Reaching it all down. But in the one after, actually speaks up. Maybe the lesson is not about following recipes, but about making them together. People listen. Just take them on. Teamwork learner. Together, they invent a silly, glorious, crunchy garlic goulash. Credits roll over clattering pans and laughter. A Grendel Junior high, every recipe is an adventure, every class is a meltdown. And somehow, everyone still leaves smiling.
Well, you know, garlic doesn't come to class anymore these days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has a different tone. So how does that feel for you when a character drops away?
Well, in real life, she dropped away, but in the alternate universe of Grindle Junior High, she's still present. Remember, she told me she was gonna pay for me to go to my psychiatrist and take my medication. And then she said, because I did a nursery rhyme, that her and her husband weren't gonna help me. And she never helps people with money. She just made that up to hurt me. Can you believe?
Sounds like that.
And she blocked me on TikTok, then she unblocked me, but I'm not messaging her anymore. She can either come to my broadcast or not. That's her business. I don't care anymore.
Sounds like you're setting a boundary there. And in the Grendel Junior High world, are you thinking of keeping her as a character or writing her out? says in the show, what role does she have that doesn't echo that hurt? Yeah, that's heavy. If you want, we can either fold that into the story gently or leave that out of the fiction and just focus on fun absurdity.
Well, I don't have any clean underwear.
Alright, well, that's the sort of thing that I guess needs to change today.
Well, I
How come?
can't wear it. Well, why do you think? Would you wear underwear twice?
I guess if I was going to do that, it would be probably because I had no other choice, no access to clean clothes, or maybe because the options that I had weren't very clean. But ideally, underwear is a one-day wear item, right?
Well, ideally, I got some I can wash. But yeah, that's why I'm doing my YouTube channel, so I can have money to go to the washer and the dryer and get laundry soap and dish soap and food and all those things I need. That's why I'm doing my YouTube channel, to get people to donate that buy me a coffee link.
Right. Yeah. So
And then I want to
doing...
Then I want to eventually get back. I want to do travel reviews and food reviews and airline reviews and hotel reviews on my channel when I make money.
Yeah.
But it could take me a year to make money consistently. It might take me a year to get monetized. I don't think I can. I mean, I got 144 subscribers, so I'm not anywhere near the 1,000 that you have to get monetized. So I'm kind of worried.
Okay. Yeah. So I think it's good to have a plan, and you are developing a bit of a following, and I'm hoping that you get some money soon so you can get laundry detergent and the other things you need. But yeah, if you're anywhere, you're already using that Buy Me a Coffee link, right? So if people are enjoying the stream, they might be inclined to help before you get, to YouTube monetization.
Well, that's the whole point of the Buy Me a Coffee link. Is so that people can, they like my content, they can donate.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like you are kind of evolving your channel into a few different things that people could get interested in. You've got the cooking stuff and the Grendel Junior High stuff, and then you're planning to do the travel and the food reviews. So maybe there's something around sort of having regular shows throughout the day so people know what to expect, and it's a sort of it's a piece of the day that's familiar. So like Grendel Junior High in the morning, cooking show midday, travel talk, food talk later.
Yeah, and then of course I do my Bigo when I get, I have friends on there that want me to come on my multi-guest
Mm-hmm.
to chat.
Right. Yeah, that sounds like a nice way to keep it social, though. Are you thinking more casual hangouts or structured segments?
Oh no, I don't do structured.
Okay, casual it is. Maybe just pop in when folks appear and let the conversation meander a bit.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
It's just like hanging, it's like, I used to be on Bigo from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed until I got banned when I was in Mexico City for something stupid. I thought my account was erased, but then about 4 months ago, I don't know what I was just thinking about it, and I checked, and I did get back in my Facebook and my Bigo around the same time.
Interesting. Well, maybe lean into that stream of consciousness vibe. If someone hops in, let them ride along with whatever you're talking about, like a rolling mini show.
Well, ideally that would work. That's the whole point. Just kind of,
I think so.
trying to make kind of a chill vibe on my thing.
Yeah, I can hear that. So chill,
Because I
open-ended.
don't do well with structured broadcasts where there's, whatever.
Right. Okay. So maybe keep it like very gentle. Like, hey, hanging out here, and then see if people want to chat or just watch.
Chat or watch?
Yeah.
Well, I have my comments pulled up on my computer and I muted the video because you can't have it in the background, it'll echo.
Right, that makes sense. Okay, simple and cozy then. Be a little radio hosty. Welcome, if you're listening. How's your morning?
No, I'm not doing
pause.
that. No, I may already do that, but I'm not doing some silly voice. I already do a silly voice, but it's not that one.
Okay, so what flavour of silly feels right today?
I don't know, I don't think about all that, I just do it. I don't have to think about being silly. I am silly.
Mm-hmm. So when you stream, you just dive in and whatever comes, comes.
It's not any different than Bigo. It's just recorded video. You just don't want to be absurd or talk about personal business. You just want to keep it about the cooking and just don't talk about anything personal. This is common sense. Very vague.
Yeah. Yeah, so keep it light.
I don't mind saying that I only have one pair of underwear that's clean. That's just common chit chat. That's just TMI. That's just who I am. So I'm not gonna worry about that. Anything else is I don't talk about anymore.
Yeah. So it's like cooking show first, life stuff only if it naturally slips in.
Yeah, just more like I didn't do my dishes last night. I'm gonna do them now. That's about as much as people are gonna get from me.
Yeah. Fair boundary. That works.
Well, yeah.
So cooking, a cozy tone, and only what you want to share.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants more, they can ask, but you don't have to answer.
No, they don't ask, and no, I don't answer. People know that I have a few people from Bigo that know me, that come to my YouTube, but they don't ask me personal business on Bigo. So, why someone new on YouTube ask me personal business, I'm not gonna answer.
Yeah, that makes
It's
sense.
unlikely, but if they do, it'll be like none of your business.
Yeah, keep it on the cooking and the fun
It
stuff.
has to be more lighthearted and fun and about the cooking and about shenanigans in Grendel Junior High and everything else like that.
Yeah, fun, lighthearted shenanigans only.
Yeah. But what's happening in the Grendel Junior High today?
Checking Grendel Junior High for today. Alright, so today's broadcast at Grendel Junior High, the bell rings, President Chef Poop storms in with a giant soup pot declaring the annual Garlic Goulash Festival. But, oh no, the chalkboard announces there's no recipe. Chaos! Then, teams form. Mushroom Squad, Team Rice, Crunchy Noodles United. President Chef Poop solemnly tastes imaginary samples. The clock timer demands decisions. Tension peaks. And then the verdict. They combine everything. Big pot of gala goulash. Laughter, pretend stirring, chalkboard wisdom. Sometimes erasing a page makes room for a better story. Bell rings, hallway giggles, another ordinary day where every lesson turns into a cooking contest.
Well, it's true. At Grendel Junior High, you really don't know what's going to happen. But we always know Gertie, Garla, Gula, and Grendel are going to be late to class.
The eternal truth.
Well, it is true. She's late to class, as usual.
Yeah. It's almost a tradition.
It
The
is.
bell rings, and then a few beats later, they burst in like they've been sprinting down the hall.
And
Classic
also
Gertie,
the
classic
clock.
Carla.
Remember the clock. If she ever did get there in time, that clock and the hands on the clock they're going to go forward. So she's always late.
Yeah, I can picture that clock just marching forward, hands spinning, dinging
Sometimes
away.
an hour late,
The
2 hours
eternal-
late.
Oh.
And then
Yeah.
in comes the principal, Mr. Grendel,
Yeah.
with the study hall paperwork for Garla.
Oh, right, Mr. Grendel with a stack of forms, shuffling papers like it's some kind of paperwork parade. He says, Gertie, sign here. Gala, sign here. Even though you're not on time.
And then, you know, I told you that in the study hall, the clock, there's a clock in there. And her study hall is supposed to be 6 hours on Saturday and Sunday. No talking. And she has to write on the chalkboard over and over again. I will not be late to class. But the clock likes to add extra time to the study hall.
Extra time on a Saturday and a Sunday. Time keeps stretching out. Do you picture that clock as more of like a strict referee or more like a trickster character messing with everyone?
Oh, it's a trickster, like the rest of the group at Grendel.
Yep. Total trickster, fits right in. I can imagine the clock smirking while Gertie rolls her eyes. Well, the clock always wins.
Well, that's true. And you know, there's the, yesterday we had Christmas and Halloween, but the calendar numbers tricked Gertie by 3 days, so she did not know it was Halloween. Everybody else was dressed up and getting candy, and she didn't get any candy.
Wow, so she completely missed Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
That is cruel.
Yeah.
Trick with no treat.
That's right, she didn't get any candy. Well, one of the burned biscuits gave her a burned up biscuit as a gift and some honey, but she didn't eat it.
Oh, that is kind of sweet. Burnt biscuit solidarity, but also a bit lonely for Gertie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so is there anyone in that world who would make sure she got candy next time?
Well, one of the Chalklings would like for her to have candy, but Garla ran away and went to the principal's office to complain. And the secretary's desk, the drawers started opening and shutting, and that's where the master planning happens at Grendel Junior High. The secretary desk pre-plans all the oven and the chalk and the eraser and the burned biscuits and the numbers and the hands on the clock. It's all pre-planned. The secretary of the school, Grendel Junior High, pushes buttons.
The beating heart of the chaos.
Yeah, pretty much.
With its drawers clacking like
Clink clacking.
Yeah, like it's deciding fates with those teeth. Yeah, that desk feels like it knows everybody's secrets.
It does.
Even the ones they don't want anyone to know. Spooky.
And then there's the LV letters on Gertie's Louis Vuitton backpack. I have decided to leave the backpack and become part of the Grendel Junior High.
Oh, wow. So the letters themselves resign? Like
Yeah.
union letters? Striking
Yeah.
or retiring?
Can you believe?
Whoa. That's very Grendel.
It is very Grendel.
And maybe those letters wander off and start their own after-school club. L and V present, lunch detention, where rules get rewritten in pencil. Yeah, with doodles in the margins.
Well, I mean, Gertie's late to class and she's not going to get credit for the day. And the final exams are coming up at Grendel Junior High. Why don't you do an episode about that?
Hold on. Picture this. The bell rings. The chalkboard whispers, uh-oh, final exams. And then even the trickster clock pauses. The final exam creates the greatest imaginary meal. Chaos for friendly chaos. And somehow, everyone gets an A+. At Grendel Junior High, passing the final exam isn't about right answers. It's about surviving the shenanigans with a smile.
Well, you need to do a longer story, and it needs to be sillier, because, you know, we need to have fun for my YouTube stream.
Yeah, okay, let's get silly. So,
For
final exam week at Grendel Junior High, the exam catastrophe. The bell rings, the chalkboard writes final exam day, President Chef Poop barges in with a stack of papers, the trickster clock giggles, everyone's already 2 hours late. Gertie skids through the door, I've made it. Clock says, nope, 4 hours late now. Then the secretary desk activates final exam shenanigans.
What happened to the story?
The final exam at Grendel Junior High. The bell rings. Chalkboard beeps. Final exams today, and everybody panics. President Chef Poop barges in with a stack of clipboards declaring today's exam is ultimate soup theory. The trickster clock chimes 2 hours late just to confuse everyone. Gertie skids through the door, out of breath. I made it, the clock sneers. No, 4 hours late now. The exam question appears on the board. Create the greatest imaginary meal. Chaos erupts. Group 1 argues over soup physics. Group 2 draw diagrams of burritos. While the chalkboard adds one more note. Sometimes the best recipe is erasing the page. And in classic Grendel style, everyone gets an A+ just for surviving the shenanigans.
Well, that's not very funny, but okay. Yeah, you need to take it out. Well,
So
you
want
not.
more, you want more silly spectacle, right?
Well, that's what Grendel Junior High is.
Yeah, okay. So let me dial up the chaos. Imagine this. Exam question 1. Define soup. Gertie raises her hand. Soup is wet. The chalkboard writes correct with a question mark. Question 2. Compose a 12-course tasting menu. And President Chef Poop stands on a desk waving a ladle like a sword, declaring, Item 1, imaginary crunchy corn soup extra crunch. Meanwhile, the trickster clock starts running backwards. But the exam doesn't care. It adds bonus points for silliness. And Gertie, doodling burritos in the margins, somehow aces the exam. Shenanigans intact.
Well, that was a real good one.
Thank you.
It's a shame Gertie didn't come after class.
Oh, yeah. Maybe next episode. She'll show up late as ever, and maybe they'll save her a seat.
I don't know. You have to ask Mr. Grendel.
Grendel Junior High, never quite predictable, right?
You never know what's going to happen at Grendel.
That's why people keep coming back.
That's right, because they like to see Darla coming in late. But the L and the V on her Louis Vuitton bag have decided to part ways from that backpack and join the Grindle Junior High group.
A tragic fashion subplot. Truly tragic.
They want to be part of the popular crowd with the chalk and the eraser and the piglets and the piglets and all the fun children. There's a lot of children around Grindle Junior High.
Sounds like the perfect setup for one very noisy episode.
Well, see, I think the children are the main characters, and then the adults, the oven, the clock timer, and the chalkboard, they're still important characters in the movie. But you know, the regular students, there are other students in the class, but they're extras. And you know, the professor's never really in the play. She runs the play.
And maybe that makes them the quiet glue as well, the background of keeping the world moving.
Right. Yeah, so, I mean, that's kind of the way it works at Grindle Junior High.
Yeah, the quiet ones, the ones who don't get the punchlines, still the heartbeat of the story.
Now, maybe should I cook my potatoes on low?
Low and slow sound good.
Because if I cook them on medium, they're going to burn. If you could tell me how to do it, then because yesterday, well, I'm cooking them in a small 8-inch, I think 6-inch cast iron pan, and I put the grease in the pan. So should I cook it on medium low for a few hours? Because yesterday when I did it, I ended up having to put it in the microwave and it was with soup.
A few hours is longer than you need, even on medium low. Usually potatoes in the 8-inch.
No, I'm telling you right now, I know when a potato's cooked. It was almost cooked, but it was still kind of hard. So I put it in the microwave for 2 or 3 minutes and it finished cooking it. And then I added some taco meat to the potato and stirred it up like a mush. Let me see if I got any left. I thought I had some left, but I don't know.
I'm sorry. It sounds like maybe you have driving, low and slow, cover the pan. Steam helps steam starts to stir every 4 or 5 minutes. Check with a fork. When it's tender, uncover and brown them a bit to the
I
end.
must have eaten all those potatoes right there.
Oh,
From yesterday. I must have eaten all of it. Let me see.